Hi guys, Camera here with Elon Blue Talks, where I help you to create stunning wigs through easy to follow steps, explore simple protective hairstyle options, and share tips on growing healthy, beautiful hair naturally. If you haven't already, go ahead and press that subscribe button to catch more videos just like this. All links in this video is going to be in the description box below. Alright, so as you can see, I am almost finished with the back portion of this unit. It only requires, for the most part, twisting of the hairs, and then this area will be done. If you notice, every other row is already twisted and the loose hairs are on every other row as well. What I do when I'm crocheting is I skip a row, so I'll do a complete row and then skip the next row by counting 10 spaces over, and then I'll start my next row there. This helps me to keep the flow of crocheting going, because if I stop crocheting to twist every row once it's completed, it kind of takes me off of my rhythm. So I like to do the crochet process for as long as possible, and that is usually until I run out of hair. I typically use about 2.5, almost 3 packs of hair per unit. So once I finish the first pack of hair, I'll stop, twist, curl sometimes, and then open up the next pack and do the skipped sections. Okay? I count 4 rows per twist. Sometimes it's a little bit more if we're right at the band or right at the crown of the hair, and there's a few extra pieces that may not make a full twist properly. So I may include that in the twist and make it a slightly bigger twist, or if it's enough hair to have its own twist, then I will separate it and twist as normal. The last row has enough hair to make a twist, so even though it's going to be a little bit smaller than the rest, it will hold a twist nicely. So sometimes with this area, because it's not enough twist to do up and down, I'll divide it side by side. So finding the best part or the best division I can do, I'll separate it in half from the sides, one on the right side, one on the left, and twist there. Just remember to take your time with the twist. The twisting process is kind of important because the neater the twist, the better or the easier it's going to be to take it out. So take your time with the twisting part. If you can't twist, try your best, or you can get someone else to twist it for you. But yeah, the twisting part is very important. All the parts are important, but you know, I really wouldn't even talk about it. I wouldn't even do these videos if it wasn't important. So I think it's important. There was a period where I did not twist the hair. I just had it out and then would section it off the best I can and then curl the ends. But I find that to be just more tedious, more work. So, and then it's like you can't store it as good. And if I was to ship it off to someone, it would be just this big hair that was taking up a lot of space in packaging, as well as just a lot of hair, you know, just a lot of hair. In this section, which is another, so it's almost like the twist is like even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, right? As far as the rows. So I am doing all the even numbers and then I go back and then do all the odd numbers. So I crochet all the even numbers, no twisting, go through the whole thing, count in 10 spaces in between, and then I go back, twist all of those even rows, and then go back in, do the odds, crochet all the odd rows, and then go back, twist all the odd rows. I promise you, it flows. It makes it so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this row going up. As you can see, all of the hairs are lined up, which is really, really important. Sometimes the lineup does not match, which tells you that you did something wrong. But you can leave it like that if you're not super picky like me. Or you can take it out and align it if it's really, really important to you. So that is up to you. But the main objective is maybe to not have to redo it at all and just focus on making sure that the rows are aligned and that you're putting the hairs in the proper place. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this whole row as I continue to go up, but I will go back down and finish that area that I have not done yet. Some people like to put product in their hair. I typically do not add product to my crochet wigs at all. For one, I didn't find any products that would effectively do anything to a synthetic hair or a synthetic brand of hair. But a girl who was using one of my crochet methods mentioned that she uses product on her wig and that she likes it. She actually found a synthetic hair product that benefits synthetic hair, and that she really, really likes it. It helps the twisting process as well as the detangling process. So maybe one day I will look into products, especially for like units that I've overworn, like it's really struggling and it's on its last leg and it's about to die. So rather than throwing it away, maybe give it a little bit more life by adding some products and detangling. So, you know, that is an option there. One of the reasons why I really like synthetic hair is that the humidity in the air doesn't really affect it so much. Now, I did have an experience where one of my wigs, because it's synthetic hair, the heat actually straightened it. In Georgia, it can get really, really hot, and if the heat is like right directly on top of your hair, you can experience straightening. So yeah, that was actually really, really interesting to watch. Like literally pieces and parts, sections of my crochet wig were straight because of the sun. So yeah, watch out for that, guys. Watch out for that. I'm sure it could possibly, I ended up throwing it away. I've had it for a while. It's one of my favorites actually. It was Cocoa Moon. And I've had it for a while. Aside from the fact that it was straightening out from the sun, it also was stretching out. The cap itself had stretched out a little bit more than I like it to. So just imagine, you know, like it was just going through it. It was just time. I probably kept that wig for about a year actually before I tossed it. For some people, it's harder for them to keep a crochet wig or wig in general that long, but because I have so many wigs, it's easier for me to keep them fresh because I'm not wearing one every day. I'm wearing so many different kinds and sometimes no wig at all. So I'm sure the more you wear the wigs, the more you manipulate it, the more you play around with it, the lifespan, you know, shortens. So I think having multiple wigs for me have been pretty good. In this section, I'm gonna also slow down the technique so that you can see it just a little bit better. Now, this is not a tutorial on the technique so much, but there are some videos on that you can check out on my channel. I also like this crochet needle a lot better. I like the handle. I think it's bamboo wood, and the hook itself is also more sturdy, so and much smoother. So I like it. But the actual crocheting technique is probably about 5 steps, 5 short, quick steps. So you know, it's not a super difficult thing to master, but it does take a little bit of time, a little concentration early on, but eventually, literally, you can do this with your eyes closed. If you haven't mastered it yet, don't worry, it will come. Just keep practicing. when I crochet, I like to leave a slightly bigger loop than most people. When they crochet, they usually pull the hair so that it creates a knot, but I don't like to knot it so much. I just create a loop that the hair can go through and sit in. Having a looser knot for me adds to coverage of the cap. So, and for the most part, I've never had an issue, really I've never ever had an issue with the hair pieces being pulled out because of the looseness of the knot. So that's never really been an issue. I think that's why people like pull on the hair to create that knot, because they feel like it's adding more security, but it's really not. Never have I ever had a crochet hair piece fall out of my wig. So I mean, but it's a first for everyone. Maybe someone has. If you have, please share. If you have, you were combing it really hard. If you have, and even that would just only tighten it. If you do the technique like the way I do it, it would only tighten the knot, which means that you're less likely to lose any hair at all. But yeah, if you've experienced losing hair pieces from your crochet cap, please do share. Inquiring minds want to know. Alright, so as we continue on with this process, I'm going to go ahead and throw on some chill vibe music and zone out. Please don't skip, guys. Stay with me, zone out with me. If you're working on hair yourself, it's a great time to just work together and just keep the flow going. I'll be your motivation and keep with it, stick with it, stay with it. You got this, girl or guy. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and zone out.
teaser.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Kamra. You are watching the Elon Blue Method channel, and I do appreciate your support. Thank you guys so much for being with me. I am going to do another video as we continue on with this series so that we can complete this wig once and for all. I hope to have the last video be one of me actually wearing the wig, so definitely stay tuned for that last episode. Thank you again guys so much. This channel is growing amazingly and I couldn't be more grateful, and it's all because of you guys, so thank you so much.